Hello everyone and welcome back to a very exciting video, if I do say so myself. This video has been literally like 2 weeks in the making and this is my dressing room makeover. Now I just wanted to say a couple of things before we jump straight into the video, and number one is that when I call this a makeover, I think in the grand scheme of makeovers, this is going to be very, very minimal. I don't own the property that I'm in. I rent it out with my boyfriend. So we can't paint walls, we can't rip up floorboards, we can't make very big changes. But I think one of the reasons why I wanted to film this is to show that you don't need to own a place, or you don't need a huge budget to actually redo a bedroom or to give it a bit of a makeover. So this was literally done on like the smallest budget you'll ever know. I haven't bought loads of new furniture or, you know, massive things, so this is kind of just me showing you a very stripped back way of being able to give a room a makeover. If you don't own the place, if you don't have a huge budget, I'm showing you how it can be done. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. It's been so fun filming, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most patient person in the world, and the fact that this has taken like over 2 weeks to finish this entire room has been a struggle, but I'm so glad that we are finally here. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello everyone. So today is a big day. Today is the day that we're starting to move all the furniture around. So this video is obviously going to be like over a long period of time. Please excuse my hands, I had a really bad fake tan job. That's just not. But yeah, so as this video is obviously going to be over like quite a long period of time, we're going to have to like show you it in stages. So today's job is pretty much the furniture move. So I'm going to have to like take everything off of the shelves, out of the wardrobe, out of the drawers, so that we can shuffle furniture around. I'm having to rope Alex in. He's so excited to help me. But I'm roping him in to help, and basically just help move the stuff that's just a bit too heavy for me. So yeah, I'm really excited, and let's get going. Okay, so this is what the room currently looks like. You guys would have seen this in many a video, but currently we have the wardrobe set up over here in kind of the middle of the room, and we've got the bed this side, and then we've got my shelves and my makeup desk over there. And one of the main things I'm going to be doing is moving the bed. I'm definitely going to move the bed over to this side. And then I've been measuring up about like where the wardrobe can go and things like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to get moving. I'm hoping to keep these prints on the wall because I love how those look. But on this wall, things are definitely going to be changing. Another one of the stupid command hooks has fallen off. This made a big crash in the middle of the night the other night. So unfortunately this wall has to go. I absolutely love how it looks when everything stays, but unfortunately the command hooks just never stay, and things always fall off. So we're definitely going to have to rethink this wall over here. But yeah, so this is the before, and I can't wait to see the after. Would just like to say, this playsuit is literally so creased, but ain't nobody ironing in quarantine life, so we're just gonna deal with it. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's so weird seeing the room this empty. Everything is out in the hallway and in our bedroom, and we're ready to move things. Okay guys, so I haven't put anything back yet, but just to show you furniture wise, so we've moved the bed onto this side, which I think just works a little bit better. I know that it might be a bit weird having a bed in front of a window, but to be perfectly honest, I hate our windows. So when it's all fully out, I think it will just give it a bit more space. And then we've got the shelves there and the wardrobe there. So this is going to be a proper little like wardrobe corner for me, which I'm quite excited about. I really wish that the wardrobe was the same height as the shelves. The fact that it's like slightly smaller really frustrates me, but oh well. And then I've got my makeup table there, and I'm leaving my prints as they are because I do really love them. I think they would look really good. It's so annoying. I wish they were a tiny bit high, because if they were, I'd be able to put my makeup desk just there. But I mean, it's not the end of the world, so I'm really happy with how that looks. I think it just makes the room look a bit bigger. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that looks. I think it just makes the room look a bit bigger. Before, everything was kind of just on two sides, so it made it look very narrow and quite like tight, whereas this just opens it up a little bit more, and I'm really happy with how it looks. That's not going to stay there, that wall, the little hat thing. I'm going to take those off, and then I'm going to be putting a gallery wall on this wall, so they should be arriving soon. And then also on the windows, I think one of the reasons why this room looks a little bit stark is because there's no curtains, we only have little blinds. So I've ordered some fairly cheap from H&M white sheer-ish curtains. So I mean, they're not designed to block out light, they're basically just designed to soften the room a little bit. So I'm really excited for them to come. Sorry if you can hear the traffic, but it's boiling in here now, so we've had to open the window because we're both sweating. But I'm really happy. I think that looks really good, and I can't wait to get everything back on the shelves and back in the room. Well, if you need me, darling, only walk all the way. I'll be waiting for you anytime, any place. Isn't she lovely? She lovely, she lovely. I must be a fool to think she's thinking of me. But how can I show what she means to me? I wanted to know she's the one that I need. But isn't she lovely? She lovely, she lovely. I must be a fool to think she's thinking of me. But how can I show what she means to me? I'm literally a sweaty mess right now. I shouldn't have chosen to do this on one of the hottest days this year, but here we are. So I've got everything in now. Everything's back on the shelves, styled up the way that I styled it in my last shelf styling video, and the wardrobes all sorted. So yeah, I feel like all I need to do now is sort out the bed, just put like the pillows and stuff back on it, and then that's all we can kind of do today, because the prints haven't arrived yet for the wall, and I've got to wait for like the other pieces to arrive. But I'm so happy with how it's looking so far. I feel like it's just given this room a whole new lease of life. Hello everyone. So we've had a very exciting delivery arrive today. So one of the main things I hate about this room is the windows. Now I know I touched on this before, but one thing that I really hate about the windows, I'm gonna sit down actually. One thing that I really hate about the windows is the fact that they're just so big, and I think it makes the room look quite stark. So today we have had my curtains arrive. So I really wanted to get some curtains basically just for display. So because the room has blinds, I don't need them for like to block out light or anything like that. They're literally just there to act as kind of like a bit of a buffer. And then it also means when I'm filming videos, sometimes the light can be a bit stark coming from those windows. It just diffuses the light a little bit more. So I've got some like really sheer ones. I think they were called semi-sheer online. I will link them down below for you. They're really affordable. And then also we've got the curtain pole. The curtain pole has arrived. So I literally just went for a plain black adjustable curtain pole, so it means that it fits any space. And I have googled how to attach a curtain pole to a wall, so I'm gonna really try and do this myself. One of the things Alex always gets really annoyed at me about is he was like, why can you never do it yourself? You always have to rope me into it. So I'm like, okay, I hear you, you're not wrong. I'm gonna try to do this all by myself like a big girl. First of all, apologise if the light keeps changing. Unfortunately, as it's so backlit, that's probably inevitable. But I thought I would show you how I'm putting up the curtain poles, because if you're anything like me, you've never put curtain poles up in your life. So, ruler and pencil. Now, it comes with all the brackets, the actual pole, and it has like 6 brackets. I don't think I need 6 brackets. Online it says to put 3 brackets up. I'm just going to put 2. I feel like all you need is 1 on either end. I'm not really going to be using the curtains an awful lot, actually like putting them open and closed. They're kind of literally just there for display. So I'm going to put the wall brackets up literally just on the edge, like where the edge of the window stops, and then it means that the pole just goes on just a tiny bit more for where the curtain sits, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Wish me luck. Update. So because I'm so short and I'm really struggling to reach the top, I went over to Alex and was like, do you think that'll affect the drilling? Do you think it'll be alright? And he just looked at me and went, just give me half an hour and I'll come and do it for you. So he's going to come and help me do the curtain poles because he loves me. Now I wanna get down. Oh, come on. Tell me what you're really thinking about. Is it me? Is it him? Is it us? I think I know it's love. The curtains are up. I'm so happy with how they're looking. I'm really sorry with how difficult it is to show you guys. Let's see if I can go around here. If the light will, there we go. Oh, I'm so happy with how they look. They go right to the floor. Loads of people, when I told them I had measured curtains, were like, did you measure correctly? And I don't blame them for asking me that because it's me. But I'm so dead chuffed with how they look. I love the black pole against the white. I think it looks really nice. And these are perfect, so you can just close them. Literally, ooh, there we go. Just to diffuse the light so it doesn't actually block the light or anything. Which is why we've got the blinds as well, but I think that just makes it look so much nicer in here. And I was worried actually that I was worried that the prints might have to move or something, but actually it fits perfectly alongside the print, so I'm really happy. I'm so sorry how difficult this is to show you guys, but obviously as it's so backlit, my camera is not liking it, so yeah, I'm so chuffed with how that looks. So chuffed. Good morning everyone. So today is a very exciting day. Not only am I wearing jeans, but also my prints have arrived. So it's been about a week since I last picked up the camera, and these prints have taken ages to get here. Obviously, understandably, like with the current climate and everything, I wasn't really expecting anything less, but it's been about 2.5 weeks since I ordered them, that it's taken for them to arrive. So, and I am literally the most impatient person ever, like especially when it comes to homeware. If I decide I want something changed or I want something new, I want it done yesterday. So it's been such a long 2 weeks waiting for these prints to arrive, but I'm so happy that they are finally here and we can finally start to put them up on the walls. But the first thing I wanted to do today, and that explains this behind me, is basically I've been thinking about how this area looks, the changes that I've made and what I'm happy with and everything like that. And one thing I have found is since putting up the curtains behind me is that it's, with this makeup table, it's giving it a very whimsical vibe. Now I don't know if you'll know what I mean, but if I just kind of show you what it looks like. I mean, please excuse it, it's a little bit messy and I've got like my iPad charging and stuff, but I just think with the navy blue and the copper and that kind of retro 50s style next to the curtains, it just looks very whimsical, and I'm not really a whimsical kind of a gal. So what I've decided to do is get this boy out. Now this is an old, I say old, in our last flat we bought, this is one of the first pieces of furniture we bought for the flat, and it's a like console table. And if you followed me back then, you'll remember it's what we had like right in the middle of the living room and kitchen, and we kept the record player on it, and I absolutely loved it, and we absolutely loved how it looked. But when we moved into this flat, we just find that there wasn't really anywhere to put it. It's a very different layout, it's a very different setup, so we basically couldn't find anywhere for it, and we spoke about it and we were like, we don't want to get rid of it, we absolutely love it, we don't want to sell it. So we decided basically just to dismantle the legs and keep it in storage. So when I say storage, we've just got this big cupboard in our hallway, which we keep all our shoes and crap and coats and everything in. So we basically just leaned it up against the side and said, we're going to leave it in there, and then if we find somewhere for it, you know, in the near future, great. If not, we're going to take it with us to the next place that we go to, and hopefully we can find somewhere there. So when I decided that it was looking a bit too whimsical and I was like, I don't know what to do, I just think it needs a little bit of wood, Alex was like, well, why don't you see what the console table looks like? And I was like, what console table? And he's like, the old console table, the wooden one. And I was like, oh my god, what a good idea. So I've decided to bring that out and see what it looks like in the space. Now, I absolutely love my made vanity table. I don't want to get rid of it. So I think what I'm going to do is just move it into the bedroom as like a little dressing table. So I don't usually use that room to get dressed or anything like that. But when we do have guests over, it is a bit annoying having to like take all of my makeup out and sit on the floor to do my makeup. So I think it might be nice to have it in there almost like as a just in case kind of thing, and when guests come around then it'll be a lot easier for us. So yeah, I'm going to move it into our bedroom, and then I think I'm going to put this one up in the space over here. I'm going to move the mirror and like the pampas grass and stuff, and I think that just might work a little bit better and make it look a little bit less whimsical and girly, and like that's just not my vibe. So yeah, we're going to give that a try.
Stop it, honey, why you looking at me? You got a vision in your eyes, something I wanna see. And if I can't get closer, won't you tell me to leave? No, my patience has no limits.
I am so happy with how that looks in the corner there. I think it really just adds that little bit of texture into this room, because obviously we've got a lot of white furniture in here, and I think we just needed a bit of wood to kind of soften it a little bit. And then I've added my fave mirror. You guys will have seen this mirror loads on my Instagram. I absolutely love this mirror. Both of these purchases actually were from HomeSense, so I'm really sorry I can't link them down below, but I will see if I can find maybe something similar that I can link for you guys. I know I found a similar mirror I think on Wayfair, so I've linked that for you guys a few times, but I'll see if I can find something similar. I've seen quite a few kind of console table, dressing tables like this, so I would try and find something and link it down below. But I'm really happy with how that looks, and then I'm going to move this bad boy into the bedroom. So I literally just had an hour-long FaceTime with Holly and Katie, the Kitty Lux and the Silver Mermaid, I'm sure you guys know them. But we're just so nice. I'm in such a good mood now, like after speaking to them. I miss those girls so much. So now we are going to put the prints up. I'm going to take them out. It's come in 2 different boxes for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But I have got a few prints that are going to go on this wall, and then a few prints that I've planned for the bedroom. So I'm just going to set up this room for now, and we're going to do the bedroom ones probably in another vlog. But yeah, so let's get on with getting the prints up. Honestly, I've been so excited for this for so long.
Take it away. If I said it, then I meant I got something to say. So good. Did I mention the way that I falls on the shoulder when it comes in the rain? Well, if you need me, darling, I'm only one call away. Well, I'll be waiting for you anytime, any place. Isn't she lovely? She lovely. She loves it. I must be a fool to think she's thinking of me. But how can I show?
Okay, so these are the prints that I have chosen to go up on this wall here. I absolutely love how these have turned out. It's really difficult because you spend so long online planning frames and prints and the sizes and everything, and then by the time they arrive you've kind of forgotten. So I think I had planned the oak in this one, and I do quite like how it looks. But one thing I will say is that the oak is a bit darker than it looks online. I was expecting it to be quite whitey almost, and it is very wooden, and annoyingly it is a different kind of wood to the desk behind me, but I think it will still work. I think it will still look cute. So I wanted just to have a bit of a mixture of some line art, some nature, and kind of like some artwork. Now I love how this girl looks. I think this is absolutely beautiful, and it's not something I actually would have picked myself. It was only when I was scrolling through the poster store website that I saw it, and I thought actually that looks really, really cool. So I wanted her in full size, and I wanted a bit of nature in full size. I love this leopard. I wish I could have got him bigger. There is like a half size between these two, but I think he was sold out when I looked online. I think that's why I got that size. And then we've just got a few ones just to kind of fill the space a little bit. I love how these girls look. I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. but I hope it's not too much like girls, so I think I might have to put these like further away. But I'm gonna have a play around now and get these prints up on the wall. So to put these on the wall, I used command strips. I am in a rented property, so I want to damage the walls as little as possible for when I move out. So these are the amazing like strips. They're so good. You basically just put like squish them together, they're like Velcro, and then stick it on the wall, and then when you pull them off, there is like little to no damage, which is just absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people don't like using command hooks. A few people say that they've had issues with it. I personally have never had issues with them. I think in one property it damaged the wall a bit, but I don't think that was the command hook. I think it was more the landlord had really rubbish or paint, like really crappy, in the sense that you pulled it off and it just flaked away. So if you've got like good walls and good paint, then it shouldn't affect it at all. And I find if you really push it on, like you do have to push. I've never found that my prints have ever fallen down. I'm going to cross my fingers and touch wood right now. But yeah, so I'm just going to put these up on the wall with command hooks. You're such a weirdo. What are you doing?
Wait. Elna, you put that photo up. Oh.
Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am with how this looks. Now, the only thing is I'm not sure if we need another little something there. I think we do. I have some others that I'd planned for the bedroom, but I think I might put it in that gap because I think it just, I know that gallery walls aren't supposed to look even, and I have done it very uneven, like this guy isn't central and stuff, and I do quite like how it looks, but it's just upsetting me there's a bit of a gap. I think I'm going to go get the other one that I've got. That definitely finishes it off. Oh, I am so happy with how that looks. I think that is just gorgeous, and actually the oak prints work really well, just to kind of break it up a little bit. I think if they were all black prints it would have looked a little harsh and maybe a little stark, but I think the black next to the oak looks absolutely gorgeous. I love my little ladies in the corner. I think they're just stunning. Oh guys, I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am with this up here. I think it just looks absolutely amazing. So after 2 weeks, I'm finally done with this room. I'm ready to show you guys the final result. I am so happy with how it's turned out. I honestly didn't think it could turn out this good, considering that I'm only in a rented property, and you know, I couldn't put any paint on the walls, I couldn't redo any floorings, I didn't have a massive budget, so I couldn't buy loads of new furniture. I think despite all that, it's turned out really good, and I think this just goes to show that you don't need the biggest budget in the world or to own your own home to revamp a room. You can actually do it on the smallest of budgets. Like, I spent barely any money on revamping this room and it looks so good. So I'm really happy with the outcome, and I thought I could just do a little clip now to show you the before and the final after. So I'm going to insert a clip now to show you the before of this room. As you can see, it just wasn't really like set out that well. It felt a bit narrow. The way that the wardrobe and the bed were kind of opposite each other, it made the room feel very narrow, and it just didn't serve its purpose that well. I couldn't really work that well in that room or film videos, and it just wasn't the most functional. And so now I can show you the final after of this room. It's a little bit different to the last time we walked in, and I am so happy with how it looks. So obviously we've got the gallery wall up here, and I just absolutely love how it looks. And then next to the gallery wall, we've got my OOTD mirror. I put it here because there's actually a radiator behind here, and there's not really much else that can go in this space. But as we are getting into the summer months, we don't have the radiators on anymore. There's no heating in our house because it's warm enough as it is. So the fact that that's turned off, I think it's okay to have something in front of it. I might have to reconsider when we get back into the winter months, but for now, I'm really happy with that there. And the gallery wall just looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to film some videos in front of this and take loads of photos, and I'm just so happy. So all of these prints, I can't remember if I mentioned before, they are gifted from the poster store as part of a collaboration I'm doing with them on Instagram. They haven't asked me to speak about them at all on YouTube. When I mentioned a YouTube video, they were like, yeah, cool, sounds great. But the only collaboration I'm doing with them is on Instagram. So yeah, they look so good. I will make sure to link each individual print down below so that you can shop them if you wanted to shop any of these. And then the curtains look absolutely amazing. They really soften the room and make it so much nicer. And then over onto this wall, we have my two original prints that were in here. I have left them as they are because I really like how they look, especially with my new / old console table over here. So this is from HomeSense, but as I said, I would try and link something similar down below for you guys to shop because I really love how it looks. I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And then on top of it, I've just got some pampas grass. It's not going to stay in this vase. If you guys know any of like really nice neutral or nudie coloured vases, please let me know because I would love your guys' advice and opinions. And then of course we've got my mirror here and another great mirror for taking photos. Guys, can you tell what my job is? But yeah, that just looks absolutely fabulous. And then this is kind of more of like the wardrobe corner. So we've got my shelves with all of my shoes and bags. I have actually rearranged these. I didn't do it on camera mainly because I just stop and stand and stare at these shelves for ages, and that's kind of my method of reorganizing them. But I really like how they look with all my shoes on display as well. Those aren't all my shoes, by the way. I do have a lot more shoes that are inside that wardrobe. And then yeah, we've just got my wardrobe here and a little plant that looks half dead. He's always looked half dead ever since I got him. I have never managed to resuscitate him or make him look happy, and I don't know what to do with him. But yeah, and you also may notice that our rug from our living room is now sitting in here. I have ordered a new rug for the living room, and I love how this one looks. I definitely didn't want to get rid of it, so I decided to put it in here because I don't really like the carpet. It's not really my vibe or my taste, and so I thought I could just add something a bit prettier in the middle of the room. So that's it for my dressing room makeover. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you can get a bit of inspiration for your own home, especially if you are on a smaller budget like I am. This really does go to show you don't need a huge budget to redo a room, but I'm just so happy with how this looks. I honestly just want to spend all of my time in here now. So please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That would literally make my day. And subscribe if you want to see more from me. I do lots of interior and homey kind of content. If you are new around here, I would just honestly love it if you subscribed and joined us for more videos. So other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!